Hello everyone, my name is Battlesey and it's going to be a guide on how to kill Grimgor Turn 7. Yes, that's it, Turn 7. What we're going to use is Axe Lord, Grimnir's Strength, and we're going to get Dwarf Warriors that look like this. They're absolutely insane. So, what we could do is leverage bot formations, grudges, and we leverage Rune of Spite, Iron Drakes are overpowered, and the Gyrocopters killing Lords. Let's get to it. So what we do is upgrade Karak and put diamonds in there, because diamonds are forever. We're going to attack Nashrak, put my hero into my army, and then we're all going to do a manual fight of this one. And the fundamentals of how to win this one is we're going to leverage a box formation, so effectively using Grombrindal as the front line, allowing our two Dwarf Warriors to also be in the front. Excuse me, the Miners and the Dwarf Warriors, you want those in the front. Blasting charges are always useful if they get too close. You can see a nice box formation, and then I use the Gyrocopter to shoot the general. He has a shield, so I want to shoot him from behind, because effectively it will ignore his shield. So effectively, yeah, just keep kiting. You cannot shoot while moving, but you can reload while moving. So you can see that I'm just kind of running and shooting, running and shooting. He's dead. Might as well kill him for the leadership debuffs, and then you can see that Grumbrindal is being in the front line, and the Iron Drakes are absolutely slaughtering everything. And that is pretty much the fundamentals of how to win this one. You get your quarrelers to shoot the archers, and then just shoot whatever you're able to, and that's the first battle easily. So next up, this is another battle. You want to attack the general once again. You're going to have to attack the garrison at the same time, but that's absolutely okay. So the fundamentals here is the exact same situation. We've got reinforcements on our left side, so what we'll do is prepare the army to attack them. We can get the miners on a kind of like a vanguard deployment to kind of take the hits from beginning. And then all we need to do is just focus fire onto this specific reinforcements. The main thing we want to remember is the fact that we don't want to kill everybody here. We want to make sure to get another battle out of the garrison. So we're attacking the army, so we get the execute and loot again. We get more experience from that one as well. And so effectively we should have 3 battles in one turn. Make a slight mistake with those Iron Drakes, but we can see the advantage straight away. But this is exactly how you play this one. Move the Iron Drakes to shoot those guys that are on that flank. You can buff them up. Make sure to use your Engineer's ammunition on all targets. But that is the fundamentals of how to win this battle. Nice and simple. And then we're going to... So yeah, another loot, execute and loot option, and then we'll attack the Pillars of Grungni because we get the grudge from that as well. And we can see we've got 50 Oathgold. So craft yourself a delicious, nutritious Rune of Spite. So it'll make a massive difference coming up to the battle going against, and we want to go in Axe Lord as well. So Inspiring Presence and going to Axe Lord, we want to level that up as we go along, and then I do triangulation or whatever it says on the engineer to increase the damage of the gyrocopter and the engineer, and the Iron Drakes, of course, and the quarrelers. So you know it's good value. So then you end your turn recruiting dwarf warriors here, and then what we'll want to do is ignore Mount Squidhorn now. One thing to remember: they actually do not attack Pillars of Grungni for, I believe, until around turn 10. Bloody Spears will not defend that. On my run of my campaign, I was able to actually recruit a general into Pillars of Grungni and then take Mount Squidhorn with that general at the right time. But you want to recruit again at this line. You want to go into the strength to buff up your dwarf warriors. It's the reason why we're stacking them. And I'm going to force march to where Grimgor is. You can see here, he's actually taken Iron Rock now. And you can see my mouse going crazy. You can see that it's a ruin, and he's just taken it because he raises it turn 1. Turn 3, he takes it back. I don't attack him this turn because he's going to basically give me 3 miners for free, effectively. So now I declare war on him. I'm going to fight it. The same fundamentals of how we win most battles in this situation. You know, we want to go against Grimgor and shoot the Grimgor as much as we can. The Doom Catapult is what we're actually going to focus on from the beginning. The same fundamentals of a kind of a box formation will always be used for the dwarves. By all means, if you want to sit in the corner, please do sit in the corner. The dwarves are made to you know, dig the trenches in the corner. There's no shame there. You do not shame your ancestors by killing mushrooms now, do we now? So yes, fundamentals of the gyrocopter going in. One thing to remember is, I actually didn't really need to buff these guys up because they don't really get close. So engineer on the Grimgor as well when it gets close. But you can see here, they're trying to form the line. So same situation, just run and gun, run and gun, run and gun. And then the second that I see that they have none left, you can see there's one more left, then boom, they're running quickly, so they're not on the catapult anymore. And then, but remember as well, gunpowder units, the closer you are, the more damage you'll do, because all your shells effectively hit. And you can see here, I'm shooting. I'm going to start slowing it down slightly, because I want to make sure to focus fire on the right priority targets here. The engineer should be on Grimgor as well, and then obviously we've done a fireball. You won't have a fireball necessarily, but effectively kill Grimgor. Focus fire on Grimgor. The Black Orcs aren't really too much of a threat just yet. I would say the balance of power is mainly in Grimgor, so it's top of the ammunition of the gyrocopters as well, as you can see. And then this is the beauty of why Grombrindal is so effective in this army. We're effectively going to tank everything that comes in front of us, and I'm actually going to buff him up as well. So yeah, fundamentals of this one: shoot everything you can, drop the bombs of the gyrocopters on the Black Orcs as well, and just remember that this is pretty much the fundamentals of how to play it. We can push out with the Iron Drakes if we need to shoot in the flanks, which we most likely will do. So we can effectively destroy the Black Orcs by using the Iron Drakes. And so yeah, make sure to leverage what you can, like this one. So that is Grimgor killed as well. We're going to shoot the Iron Drakes in the flank, and obviously you can use your units as well to be attacking a little bit better than I have here. But that's the fundamentals of this battle. So yeah, since we've taken out Grimgor, we've got a settlement, we can now recruit 3 miners. We're going to be underwaying into Black Crag, and we'll be fighting everybody in the underway pass, but we can leverage their reinforcements and kind of use the Iron Drakes to shoot anything that comes in. Let's get to it. So now we've got the battle to come. This is the Black Crag battle. Make sure to fight this one, because if you auto-resolve it, the garrison will replenish its troops. So, I mean, the fundamentals is wherever you know they are currently going to be reinforcing, you want to get a line of miners. This is the reason why miners are so important, and that's why you want to wait until Grimgor takes this element, builds it up to tier 1. Plus, it saves you cash. Because all I'm going to do is effectively get my miners in position to hold the line, and then get the dwarf warriors to protect them. So just fully, widening the stance there, ensuring that we're holding them all in place for our delicious Iron Drakes to roast these, roast them up. And you can see the amount of kills that they're going to be getting. It is honestly just beautiful. I mean, when you use an Iron Drake and you get situations like this, it is one of the most magical moments ever. And the best thing is we provide the burn, which reduces their leadership. If anybody around them is routing, that will also reduce their leadership. And their routing line is honestly right next to them. So their massive garrison, the very, very worrying Black Crag garrison they have here, is decimated. Absolutely decimated. And you can see I've also, one thing to note, I've made one line protecting this side, and I've actually used 3 units in a wide stance to protect against the main army that I'm fighting against as well. So, we've got exceptionally strong dwarf warriors, so more than okay to put the lines like that. Get in the quarrels, shoot what they can. And you can see already, we've broken the entirety of Black Crag's garrison just like that. And then we move up, we get the Iron Drakes ready to shoot in the flanks as well. But I think it'll be a little too late, because already they are routing. Make sure to chase every single unit you possibly can do, because you're going to have to fight them again anyway. So keep topping the ammunition of the gyrocopter and let them just absolutely wreak havoc. Let's go to the next step. So congratulations, you've destroyed the pesky Greenskins. All you need to do now is just make sure to siege the settlement and wait for them to attack you. This is auto-resolvable 100% of the time, as long as you've done the battle correctly. If you auto-resolve it, you can just take it then and there. All yours, gimme gimme. You've now got Black Crag. Keep in mind, Black Crag can have the gold mine in it potentially. It can have a variant of buildings, but I believe it always has the military building, so you can rebuild your forces here. A couple tips that I would suggest is befriend Karak Azul. They're going to be your main defensive alliance against the Skaven and all things that are nasty in those mountains. So, now work on diplomacy, making all the dwarves like you. Next up, you can just put a general inside of the Pillars of Grungni and defend against the bloody spears. And then what I would suggest is to use Karak Azul to defend your south, and then push north, defeating everything on your way to take back the bloody spears. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Please don't hesitate to hit the like and subscribe button. It helps massively. Have a wonderful day, morning, evening, wherever you're in the world. This is Battlesey, signing out. Thank you so much.